Executive and professional chart in 20 minutes. Plan versus real plus balance. Let's do a monthly sales and balance chart, an executive and professional one. So let's start. Let's gonna start from zero, so it's gonna be the month. It's gonna be Jan, Feb, and so on. So it's gonna be up until December, and then we do the plan and real, and also the balance. This is the regular one, but we're gonna add the balance one, the balance numbers in the same chart. So it's gonna look very executive. So let's do the plan. So this is as this is an example. We're gonna do a random between 100 and 200, which is, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna convert these to numbers with the right click of the mouse, and then the balance is gonna be the real minus the plan, meaning that if we are behind the plan, which is it's going to be negative, which is 55 units below the plan on the real one. And then on February, we are 18 above, which is a positive number, and so on. So it's going to be the balance. So for the purpose of our chart, we're going to do the base here. We're going to add three columns for the purpose of our chart. Base, and then we're going to say positive, and then negative. On the base number is going to be the minimum number between the plan and the real. So the base, I mean, we could do it manually, which is we're not gonna do it. We're gonna do it with a formula, which is gonna be mean, the minimum number between these two. So we select these are the minimum, this is the base, and then in case we have a positive balance, we wanna add the number here. In case we're getting a negative or falling behind, we're gonna add the number here. So let's do the positive first. So positive, we're gonna do it with, again, we could do it manually, but we're not gonna do it manually. That's why we know Excel. So let's do a conditional. If this number is, let's say, we're saying if it is positive. So if it is greater than zero, then we're gonna say that we're gonna assign this number here. But if it is not greater than zero, we're gonna blank. So we're gonna do this semicolons here. So it's gonna look like this. So these are the positive. In case it is positive, we have the number here. In case it is negative, we don't have anything here. So if it is negative, so let's do the conditional here again. If this is smaller than zero or less than zero, then we want this number. So, but we don't want it in negative. So we're gonna see the absolute number. We want the absolute number of this. We want it positive. But if it is not less than zero, then we're gonna add the semicolons here. So we want a blank. So okay, there. So we have now the negative numbers in this column and the positive numbers in this column on our base. So let's start doing our graph. Let's follow at the very beginning. It seems like it will not make sense. We wanna, but then we wanna fix this. We wanna learn how to fix it. So let's do a stack column. Okay, this is a stack column. here. Okay. Now we want to add the base, the positive, and the negative. So let's add this to the graph. So we're gonna write. We have two forms of adding these numbers to the chart. One is selecting the chart and then doing the right click on the mouse, and then we select data. This is one way, and the other one is selecting the chart and then selecting or clicking on the select data button. So let's do this. Select data. So let's click from this window. We can add whatever we want to the chart. So we said we're gonna add base, positive, and negative. So I'm gonna click add, and then the name is gonna be base, and then the series values is gonna be these ones here. Gonna be the base values, and then we are gonna add. Click add here to add now the positives. These are the series, one for positives, and then we do OK, and then we're gonna click add again to add the negative ones. So we're gonna select the series and then select the numbers. So we click OK, and then we noticing that we have on these category axis labels, we have the 1 to 12 numbers, which is not what we want. We know this should be the months, not but rather than the numbers. So we're gonna click edit. We click edit, and then we select the January to December axis and click OK. Now it changed to January and so on. So these are the months that we want. So it's still not making sense. This executive and professional plan versus real chart. But let's fix it now. Okay, the first we're gonna access to the order of the chart. We're gonna again we can select the chart and then right click the mouse button and do the select data. And here's the order. Or we can do again this chart design on the chart design and then select click on select data. So let's move the order of this. So we're gonna change the order on this. Now, please let's remind ourselves that this is an inverse or let's say backwards order. As you can see in this window, we have the base at the very top of these windows, but in the graph it is or in the chart it is showing at the very bottom. So it's backwards or in the other way, let's say it. And then positive, and then here we have the positives, and the negatives we have the negatives, and then plan. This blue is the plan, and then real, which is the very bottom of the window. But nevertheless we have it here at the very top in the chart, the real. So just for us to remind ourselves. So okay, let's do okay. Okay, now still don't make any sense, but we're getting closer now. So we select the plan here, which is this, and then we right click the mouse button and then say with that format dairy series. So okay, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna send this plan and reel to the secondary axis. As we may recall, these are the primary axis, this one here, and these are the secondary axis. So let's assign this plan to the secondary axis there, and then we see that that the numbers on the axis up showing up now as we are activating the secondary axis. So now we select this one here and then right click the mouse button again and do the format and dairy series, and then we select secondary axis again here. Here. Okay. Now, as you can see, we are showing here some here some graphs, which is the ones that are, it seems, or showing that it seems that it is showing in the back, but it is actually assigned to the primary axis. So these are existing, but it is not showing up. So let's fix this now. So we're gonna right click the chart and then do the change chart type. So let's do the change chart type, and then in this window we are seeing that the base, positive and negative, are assigned to the primary axis, which is, that's why this is the secondary axis is not showing here as clicked, and this plan and reel is going to the secondary axis. Now let's change the plan and reel to this clustered column type graph. So I'm gonna do a click here, and then as you can see, the plan and the reel, both of them were changed to clustered column. So when I hit OK, there we have it. Now it's starting to make a little bit more of a sense, but the colors are not showing good as we want them. So let's do a little bit more of a format now. When I click on the columns and then right click the mouse button and say format data series again, and I'm gonna, on the gap width, I'm gonna say instead of 150%, I'm gonna say 60. Look at the effect here. It's gonna get wider. The columns are gonna get wider, which is what I like. Everybody has a different preference. I prefer the wider column. So I'm gonna do them wider. Also on these ones, format data. Okay, I'm gonna also the ones that are assigned to the primary axis. I'm gonna do the format and then change from 150 to 60. Okay, it's better for me, for my preference. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna change the colors. To change the colors, we just select, do one click on the columns, and then go to home, and then do the. I'm gonna say I want the dark blue, this one here, and then this is the plan, and then this is on the reel. I'm gonna apply a lighter blue, like this, and then if I'm falling behind the plan, which is the first case in January, I'm gonna select this group of columns and say that I want them red. I want to show at the first glance that I'm falling behind the sales plan on these ones. On these ones, these were the plan. Remember, this is only example. It could be much better. It seems like we're hitting a lot of reds, but this is only an example. Okay, now on the yellow ones, I want to select them and say, okay, on this one we are better than planned. So I'm gonna say hit green, which is on 3 months we hit greens, which is on the real we are doing better than the plan. So it's now starting to look a little bit better, this chart. Now let's continue doing some formatting to improve this graph. So I'm gonna select this group of columns with just one click, then right click the mouse button and say and add data labels. Here are the data labels, and then I want them. I'm gonna select them, right click the mouse button and say format data labels, and I want them inside end of the column. That's my preference. I mean, everybody will have a different preference. Now these are very dark, so I think I want to change the font color to white there. think this seems better now. And now I'm gonna add the data labels, select these columns, right mouse the mouse button, and then say format. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna say add data labels. We say, and again I'm gonna select these data labels and do the right click on the mouse and say format data labels, and I want them inside end. Also these ones. Okay, I think I select only one, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna right click and then okay, I'm gonna say on these ones, right click and then okay, let me do this again. I'm gonna add data labels. There, I have them. Okay, now select the data labels and then do the right click on the mouse and then format data labels and then do the inside end. And then this is looking better. But I'm gonna do the Arial 11, which is I'm gonna do this also for this for the real. This is the plan. This is the real, and then we have a difference also. I'm gonna add also the labels on the balance ones on the deltas. Add data labels, and then I'm gonna click also on the data labels and do the format data labels and assign a number. I'm gonna say custom one. I'm gonna add this one to erase the zeros. So on these delta ones are the only ones that we need to align them manually, which is not a thing. The other ones were automatic, but this one we need to do them manually, which is I think is the one that is taking more time now on this graph. Let's it's taking a lot of time now on these ones. Okay, but I'm gonna do also the Arial 11 just to match everyone. So what is starting to say that we had a plan of 162, we hit 107 real, so we hit 55 short, and so on for everything. 155, 113, 188, 170. So we are behind. So I wanna add the data labels for the green ones also. So we wanna select the columns and then add data labels there. We have 8 data labels, which is also we have this zero here. So we're gonna change. We're gonna do some formatting on the number, do the custom ones, and then I select this one and then do the add there. But then on we need to do the alignment, as we may remember, by manually on these ones, on the delta ones. We do them manually there. So as we finish, we select them. As we may remember, I like the Arial one on the 11th. So there, like something like that. So okay, man. Okay, there. So we now I think we start to look better. But as we have the data labels inside the graph, we wanna erase the numbers on the axis. So we wanna erase them here, and here also erase these lines. And we're gonna do a title for the chart, which is gonna be monthly sales for this. And as we're doing with the other when I do the aerial, I think as it is the title. So also I'm gonna do the aerial on the axis and say I'm gonna say 12. I think it's 12 or 14, something like that. I'm gonna also do here as okay as this chart. We're gonna do also the aerial on these data labels. I'm gonna do 14th. But as we are doing this executive one, we don't want the base. The base is actually in the chart, but it's behind this one. It is, as we may recall, this is the let's say serving as a base to lift up this one, these red ones or green ones, whatever it is. So we're gonna erase the base label as this is intuitive. So positive is green, negative is red. So we're gonna, let's say, put it here. It's plan versus real on the monthly sale, something like that, like this. So we wanna also erase the, wanna do the format, the outline. I don't like, well, I mean, everybody has different preference. I would say no outline. So I think now we are seeing a better graph now. So this will be an executive professional way to present the plan versus real on any field. And I hope you like it and enjoy. And if you like it, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.